Um, Guys, I had a little bit of fat. I began my morning as usual with 32 ounces of lemon water, then took my B12 and liposmol C, and now I'm drinking my 32 ounces of celery juice. For breakfast, I had a glass of barley grass juice powder mixed with some coconut water. This right here gives me some mineral salts and helps me to detox heavy metals. Then I paired it with a bowl of fruit made of wild blueberries, raspberries, and some fresh cut mango. I mixed it in with a mashed banana that was sweetened with a little bit of maple syrup. This is almost like eating cereal and milk, but it's so much better. Hi everyone, I am back, and I have to tell you a little story. I have a confession to make. As you already saw, I had a little bit of fat. Yes, not a lot, but a little bit. But, okay, so let me back up and let me just tell you the story, what was happening. So I was making a special dip that I've never tried, but I wanted to make something special for my husband to snack on. And I personally love that Kite Hill cream cheese. You can't eat a lot of it because it has so much fat in it. But anyways, it does taste delicious. I'm not going to lie. I've had it in the past. So I thought I'd make him a spinach dip. So I, water sauteed some spinach, and then I added some garlic and some onions, raw onions and raw garlic to the cream cheese and mixed it all up, and I made this wonderful dip for him. But of course I had to taste it because I had to make sure that it had enough of this onions, and I just wanted to make sure that all the flavors matched and it had enough of each thing. So I gave it a test, and I would say I ate about maybe half a teaspoon size of it, or maybe a teaspoon, anywhere from there, okay? Half a teaspoon to about a teaspoon. Oh, see, teaspoon sounds too much. I really didn't have that much. I just literally tasted it. And do you know what happened? I have to just share with you what happened, okay? Immediately, my stomach just went like it totally got bloated. It totally got bloated. I was amazed. I was like, wow, this is something I ate before, and I never had any problems. But since my body is just been so clean and just quickly adding that up, I guess it just really is sensitive now. Well, not sensitive, but I think it's not that the body is sensitive. It's like it's in the middle of cleaning. And it's like, like how if you're organizing your house and you cleaned it all, and now you see something off that's like a little not put in place, then it's like so obvious. It's kind of, I guess, like that, like where the body just recognized that, hey, we don't need that right now. We're working on cleaning. Don't be putting any more fat right now. We were kind of happy. We're on this workload and we weren't ready. We were in this flow of like no fat and like getting things out. And then all of a sudden you add this like fat in, and it just like bloated me. And I was so surprised. And, I'm going to be doing this no fat for 100 days, right? And I after that experience, I was like, why would I want to add fat back in? I mean, it's challenging because like what I want to eat or remember eating, it makes me want that. But I know that that's all part of the cravings. It's all part of detoxing. All the cravings is all a part of the detoxing. I've learned that from that book. So really having that experience has put things in perspective that I may do this no fat longer than that. And like after feeling so good, like you guys have no idea. Like I tell my husband every day, oh my gosh, I feel so good. Like I have felt like this in such a long time, and having this no fat has really, I don't know, just made me feel so much better. Like it's challenging, yes, because the only part that's challenging is the cravings, because I remember having things and I remember how I felt, but after that experience of eating a little bit of fat, I now have a new experience, and I didn't like how I felt. I didn't like it. And I would love to live a life with not eating fat, because that I know is so beneficial to my health. It's more like me wanting to eat those fatty things that's bringing it back in. And I'm not saying that you have to cut out fat. I'm just sharing with you my experience of how wonderful I feel with a life with no fat. Like I've been searching for this. This is what I've been searching for, is to have this feeling of being healthy, having this feeling of being healthy, and have this energy that I've only supplemented with sugar or caffeine or adrenaline highs. Like that's what I've been searching for my whole life, and taking off fat has now given it to me. So I just need to face this whole thing with, getting to this place of where my liver is healing. And I think that once my liver heals and I do add fat back in, I won't have such a huge reaction. But like I said before, the liver takes a long time. So 100 days isn't really going to, it pushes it somewhat further, but I got a lot more healing to do. So if I can keep up with this no fat past the 100 days, I'm not sure if I can. I may be adding fat back in after that, but if I do, it's going to be very limited amounts. That's the truth. I'm going to, kind of test the waters, and that's why I wanted to do this for 100 days instead of just doing it for a month. I really wanted to experience what the effects of removing fat from my diet, and I wanted it to be more permanent than just a cleanse. And I set that goal of 100 for me to reach, and I was hoping by setting it for that long length of a period that it will become more of a habit and less likely of me going back to adding fat back in. That was my intentions. And I was hoping that experiencing the benefits of removing fat, like how I am right now, like how I feel, like how great I feel, experiencing that would give me the drive to continue, would give me the support to make this a habit and a permanent part of my lifestyle. And right now, after experiencing a bad experience of having fat, I'm really liking this, and maybe I can continue. I hope so. So I'm not telling you guys that you need to do this. I'm just sharing how great I feel by doing this. And it's totally, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's the best thing that I've done. For lunch, I just had half of a watermelon. This is my go-to meal when I'm in a rush. It's so simple and easy to make. After a long walk, I had a green juice and an apple, which will refuel my body with mineral salts and glucose. For dinner, I just had my chopped salad made of cucumbers, cauliflower, onions, and tomatoes, and then I dressed it with some coconut aminos. Well, that's it for today, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.